So I just finished watching the Mandalorian season 3, and this was my first time watching it because the first season and the second season I would watch it like over and over again because they were really great. Great story, great acting, great storytelling, all that, and also the visual effects too. It looks like I'm not watching. It doesn't look like a TV show. It looks like I'm watching a movie. But anyway, this was my first time watching season 3 of The Mandalorian, and when this season came out, back when it came out, people were posting their reviews and their reactions on their YouTube channels, and there were these news articles like Variety and Deadline or something like that. But anyway, everyone was like posting their reviews and their thoughts of season 3, and people pretty much said the exact same thing. Season 3 is still good, but it's starting to dip. And I was like, okay, it was bound to happen. So I watched it and I was like, okay, yeah, totally. I totally agree with what everyone's saying that you know I do like Katie Sackhoff. We were introduced to her in season 2 of The Mandalorian. Now she's back as Bo-Katan. She has a more prominent and main primary critical role in this season. So there's that. So I do like seeing more of her. And yeah, there won't be any spoilers in this season. In this season, there won't be any spoilers in this video. But if I accidentally spoil something, it should be very light minimum spoilers. So there's that. But you guys have already seen it by now. But anyway, yeah, like, by the way, Lizzo and Jack Black, I knew they were like, there was like this article that I saw, that I read, and I saw this video that says that both Lizzo and Jack Black are in season 3 of The Mandalorian, and I was like, what? I was like, okay. But so there's that. I believe they play a couple in this season, but anyway, that the Mandalorian visits. But anyway, there's that. Yeah, like it's still good. I still enjoyed watching it. I wasn't bored. I wasn't bored. I didn't find myself yawning or just lost in the story. But the story, I felt like, even though the story does dip, but it's still pretty solid. But it's limited. It feels more. It feels a little bit restricted and limited with the scope of the script. If that makes any sense. So there's that. I didn't mind the pacing. I thought the pacing was fine. Like I said, I didn't notice. Maybe you do, but for me, I didn't notice any part of this season where it sped up, it felt rushed, or fast paced, or it was dragging pretty, slow pace. It wasn't that. But yeah, it definitely does drop. Yeah, the writing and the story does drop in this season, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, it's still pretty good. I still enjoyed myself, and yeah, I can't wait for season. I heard there are. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do know there is never mind. There is a season 4. It's been announced. Season 4 of The Mandalorian has been announced, and they're making a movie. I think it's called The Mandalorian and Grogu. So there's that. So I can't look. So there's that. So I can't wait for both of them. For the future of this TV show, for the Mandalorian universe. So there's that. But yeah, that's all I have to say for that. It's still pretty solid. Still enjoyable. But it does dip in the writing and storytelling. In the script. But that's it. That's pretty much it. And yeah.